Meow to you as well, friends. My name's host Eric. This gorgeous young lady beside me is Rachel. The meower in the background you hear is Trouble, and together, along with Capillo, we comprise Talking with Famous People. I'm host Eric, as I may have already mentioned, and this live stream is titled "The Art of Doing." Doing what, you may ask? Well, right at the moment, what we're doing is live streaming. But I like to live stream when I've got various chores to do. That's one thing that's important to me. Also, as Rachel pointed out, Elijah is live streaming right now. So the title, which is Personality Types Q&A. I feel quite comfortable and confident in stating the following. She's not qualified to answer all of those questions, and she's probably giving wrong answers as we speak. She says better approaches with different, yeah. Unless what she really means is personality types Q&A, why you should listen to Eric, then she's just misleading everybody with her typology video. So here I am to counteract that force of disinformation that threatens to overwhelm people with its wrongness and confuse them in the process. So I'm here, I'm queer, and I don't want any more bears. So, Rachel and I went to the grocery store earlier, and it was a big grocery store trip. Like, we really got everything we needed. It was also an expensive grocery store trip accordingly. But, that's just, groceries are expensive, and that should last us for a while. Certainly, it's a lot cheaper than eating out all the time.
Yeah.
And that's what we used to do.
And it lasts us a while.
It
We
does.
stocked up on food, really.
Because neither you nor I likes to go to the store, really. So, like, we might just have bread left and just be, okay, I just eat bread.
No.
Eventually, we have to go. What often drives us to the store is not a lack of food, but running out of drinks.
Drinks.
But this time, we're really running out of everything. So
Yeah. You guys see what
we
trouble wants.
we were down to 0 peach rings.
Yeah, zero pictures for a couple days.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
if you want to live a healthy and full life, that's going to require you to eat a lot of peach rings. So, one of the things I want to do right now as part of the art of doing, potentially, maybe, if I'm feeling so inclined, if I get a lift or do impetus, then I may start moving some stuff from the blue room into the blue room because I made the decision that I'm going to set up a music space in the blue room. It's like I've got trying to work over here in this corner with the big TV is just not working for me. it's just like, okay. I know, Eric, you tend to do things in stupid TE ways that produce situations where every time you mess with meow, you have to lean over here and meow. But this is just too much. You got to do a better job of living than that, Eric. So I love the way the new bass sounds. I love the way the new bass plays. Makes me want to record bass a lot. Makes me want to like jam out on the bass. And I want to be able to have everything set up so I don't have to set like get it out and then put it back every time I try to record anything. And the best way to do that is to have a dedicated room. Elijah just finished some streamage. Okay, good. Well, You probably stopped streaming her personality Q&A to start watching this one and find out if the answers she provided were correct. I'm assuming that'd be probably a good reason why she would stop streaming. Okay, guys, so those are my guesses. Now let's all go watch Eric's stream and find out if I was right.
That's a good way of testing out if what you say is correct.
Yeah. I'm assuming that must be what Elijah said at the end of her stream there. So, before we proceed to the doing portion of the thing, I just want to recap briefly what I uploaded this as a standalone video. That really resolved things in my head when I read that comment from Jack saying that in the relatively recent past, most talks made a video threatening to sue me and Jack.
Yeah, that was good that you found that.
I'm assuming that's true. I have no reason to doubt Jack on the point at all, but I don't have any way to verify it either, so I'll have to say, assuming that's true. It explains so much, right? It's like, oh, this is what she means. This is why this whole harassment word keeps being used, is she and Michael Smith are under the impression that I'm responsible for all the people who leave comments on her video saying she's not an EMTB. Even though obviously that's not the case.
Hey, Mr. Bobby.
Hi, Bobby. And hello, Winston's mom. Together you're Bobby and Winston's mom. Bobby and Winston's mom went to the senior prom. Together at last, they danced and they passed on and they passed out upon the front lawn. That's my poem, okay? Bobby and Winston's mom went to the senior prom. They drank and they passed out on the grass. And now they'll get mowed with the lawn. It's like a limerick, you see. If you like limericks, and who doesn't love limericks, then you love that last limerick. Limericks were invented in the country of Ireland, one imagines. I don't know, but one imagines. Because why? Limerick sounds like an Irish word.
It does.
And also, it sounds kind of like leprechaun. So, what would you guys like to do right now? Would you like to go outside and smoke a cigarette? Let's do that before we do anything. Because the doing process, we're going to have to go upstairs. We're going to have to look at the room first.
Yeah.
We're going to have to...
I gotta move my stuff too.
Sure, I'll help you move things. It's fine.
Well,
We're going to have to go like this. Limerick tea. Well, there once was a man from Nantucket who manufactured wonderful buckets. He filled one right up by emptying cup after cup of oysters. There's one, now shuck it. Okay, limericks, enough with you. that's a good idea. Let's go smoke a cigarette. Okay, I have my cigarettes. I have a lighter. I'm going to bring a beverage with me so that I have a beverage, which is an important part of a complete cigarette. I need to put a little bit of lip balm on. Oh, is it like champagne, Karma's Pimp? I didn't know that. Otherwise, you have to call them sparkling palms. There. I was just feeling a little chappy, you know? Well, I said it's just speculation. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, you know? But satisfying intuitively to me. Is Victoria's Secret that she's a tranny? It's a good question, Mr. Robbie. So I guess Michael Smith doesn't agree with my theory. Of course, he didn't present any alternate theory, but I guess he's sticking with his core notion, which is I need to be taken down a notch. And that both explains and justifies his outsized fury and hatred of me. It doesn't explain it to my satisfaction. But the thing is, even if I am wrong in my theory, well, I did the best I could to get him to explain it in a way that made sense. But he had no good explanation for me. Like, you know, my dad not respecting me is not a reason to hate me. But, you know, I guess reasons are for reasonable people. So I got more woodland cutlets at the store for the woodland friends. Recently, I got to meet a neighbor today. The president of the water company came by to get our info so he can send us our yearly water bill, which is like $660 a year is all. And it's a flat rate. There's no meter or anything. So I like that a lot, you know. He seemed nice. His name was Tom. He lives right down there, corner of Cedar Lane and Snyder Creek. And apparently they have a Christmas party every year. So he's going to invite us. So that's cool. Nice to meet some neighbors, you know. And I've really been enjoying the soccer, of course. You know, Australia just laid the hammer down on Canada yesterday. So much that probably everyone's surprised. And every Christmas party. Hey, Susan, I'm so glad you came. Okay, that probably does happen at just about every Christmas party. Somebody says, Susan, I'm so glad you came. I'm so glad you could make it. That would be even more like it, right?
Yeah.
Susan, I'm so glad you could make it. Aww.
That's some good FE.
Mm-hmm. I like the fact that the lady's name is Susan. Susan's not a name you hear often enough, I don't think.
Mm.
You know, it's like Barbara. You don't hear a lot of Barbara. You don't hear a lot of Susan. But what I think is cool is that lady, my mom's friend, her name was Barbara something, but she married some guy whose last name was, guess what? Barbarics. So her name became Barbara Barbarics.
It's pretty special.
Yeah. Like, I wonder if she thought when she got with that guy, like, oh shit. My name's perfectly normal name is like Barbara Johnson or something, and I'm gonna become Barbara Barbarics.
She didn't have to though. She didn't have to take his name.
Well, it was back in the day though, when it was like standard
Oh.
operating procedure. She probably didn't even think twice about it.
Yeah.
Um, but maybe she liked it too. It doesn't
Yeah,
roll off the tongue.
it
Barbara
does.
Barbarics.
Barbara Barbarics.
Barbara Barbarics.
Barbara Barbarics. See, that's 5 times fast.
Barbara Barbarics is Barbara Barbarics is Barber Barracks Barracks is the name of her hairdressing salon.
Oh.
Barbara Barbarics Barber Barracks is the name of her hairdressing salon. Let me try that sentence one more time. Barbara Barbarics Barber Barracks is the name of her hairdressing salon.
Wonderful. That's some really good
It's themed inside. It's themed to make it look like a army barracks. Kitty wants to come outside.
How come you didn't go out to...
And she only gives buzz cuts. It's the only kind of haircut she gives. Trouble's chasing Capilla, of course, but I'm not worried about that outside because Capilla's faster and more nimble than Trouble is.
Yeah, she is. He knows it.
He just wants to play sometimes, and she doesn't want to play.
She doesn't want to play. She's not a player.
And then sometimes he wants to bully, and she doesn't want that either.
No.
And then sometimes he wants to be lovey-dovey.
When we're not around is like when
Yeah.
when they're lovey-dovey, but other than that, they're quite opposite.
Yeah. But they will sleep right next to each other sometimes. You know.
There's some cats do that they'll tolerate sleeping next to each other even if they don't like each other.
Capilla doesn't seem to really have a problem with Trouble, except she worries about him and his tendency towards domestic violence.
Yeah.
But she doesn't seem to really dislike him. She just doesn't like the fact that she can't predict him.
Well, I like to believe that they're socionics conflictor types, so inherently they're going to be conflicting with each other.
Yeah. And Capilla's gonna be like, why can't I get a SI pattern on you? You know?
Mm-hmm.
And for Trouble, it's like, why are you always cleaning yourself and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, where's the mouse? Where is the mouse?
Where's the mouse?
I lost it, I guess. Oh well, gone forever.
How did that happen? Did it go outside with you?
Did I take it outside? I might have. Oh, here it is. I found it.
Okay.
Yes, Trouble is neutered. Trouble
Oh my
is
gosh.
neutered.
Thank you for whoever. Did you time him out or
Oh, I hit him. I hit
oh,
him.
you did him?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
I did.
Okay, good.
Well, he claims he didn't know she mentioned me, and that's very certainly very possible. As I've mentioned before, you can't rely on intuition alone to make conclusive, to be conclusive in your conclusions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes it's just incidental, like with the curtains. So
Right.
So then I'm back to not being able to understand why, what prompted Michael Smith to come back around, why he hates me so much for nothing, etc. I'm back again at I don't know then. Well, I guess I'll never find out. I did my best to ask him to explain it to me, but he was unable to provide me an explanation. Or unwilling. Possibly unwilling. He didn't but to me he doesn't seem like somebody who's especially likely to be cooperative with me, so
No, he's not looking to cooperate.
yeah.
He's looking to bully.
Yeah. But then of course you wonder, like, if he wants to bully people, he should have a better sense of who's bullyable, you know?
Well, he wants to bully you for some reason. He sees you as like the bully of all bullies, and he's like, I'm gonna go after him and really show the world who's the victim here. And it's not.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's like who knows what he's doing, right? I don't. What he hopes to accomplish is to quote unquote take me down a notch, but I mean, I'm just happy living my life here. You know, he wants to see me unhappy. Well, that yeah, surely you can find something better to do with your time than shit on Eric all the time. Watch his videos and shit on him.
Listen, Mom, I have a question, and I feel like you would know the answer. I heard that there's going to be a super moon, like a super full moon, and I want to know if it's tomorrow or tonight. Because my calendar says it's a full moon, but I don't know what day like the super moon starts. Because I think
It should be the same day as the full moon.
okay, so
Just tonight.
so I guess it's tonight.
That doesn't surprise me because last time the moon was so bright. I couldn't believe how bright it was.
Wow, I really want to see that.
Of course, you have to come out at the right time, and so because the moon is over there, and once it gets over there a little bit, it's hard to see it because it's behind all the trees. But oh, update on the drones. I didn't see any drones at all last night. So
Okay, so it's so tomorrow is the blue moon then.
but I think a supermoon normally refers to a moon that's closer to Earth than normal, so it looks bigger.
I thought so too.
Yeah. Your breasts get all tensed up whenever there's a supermoon. I didn't know breasts could get tense, really. They get tight like shoulders get tight. Is that how you know the breasts are tense? Or do they start biting their nails?
Also today. And tomorrow. Cool. That's good.
Full supermoon near Saturn. I do want to get a telescope just to look at things in the sky, including planets and whatever else, you know.
It's in Capricornus. It's passing through Capricornus.
Full supermoon near Saturn. August 1st. What is this thing?
It's a constellation.
So are they saying it's going to move over there or something?
Yeah.
The ring planet Saturn was shining nearby on the 2nd, it says. So maybe, but it seems like if the supermoon is near Saturn, then You're going to be less able to see Saturn, not more
Yeah,
able
I
to.
think so too. Blue moon is the second of the month, so 8/1 and 8/30 are both full moons.
But yeah, supermoon is distance. Okay, cool.
Was 8/30 being the full moon?
That's August 30th. Today's the
Oh,
1st.
oh.
Yeah.
I was thinking today about numerology, Moon Faye, and I was thinking about how you did my numerology with my maiden name and now my married name, and how they came out the same. And for some reason, like I thought of you because I feel like you would like like. So I was thinking like, oh, does that mean like It's a good thing because I don't change.
Yeah, that was included in the Dead Sea Scrolls, right, Mr. Bobby? I think that was the one prophecy that baffled all the biblical scholars. Like, who is this Mr. Bobby guy? And this one prophecy seems so out of place. Yeah, I agree with you. Breastises is a good way to say breasts. Also, bosoms.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say that breastises get sore. Is that what we're talking about? Soreness?
No, he's talking about how
tense.
there's a 3,567-year-old prophecy stating that when this specific upcoming supermoon constellation comes up, I will find myself motorboating to breastises.
Oh.
It was part of the Dead Sea Scrolls. They included a little picture of Mr. Bobby that was chiseled onto a bronze tablet, and it shows his face motorboating the breastises. Breastlegends is also a good name for breasts. So okay, good. We'll get to see a very super moon tonight. It's going to be. I don't doubt. I'm pretty sure. It's fair to predict that it's going to be super.
Ooh, and then we'll see another one in August at the end, and it'll be blue.
Okay, so the first one is going to be less super than the second one. Go ahead, Rachel.
Yes, so I do believe that breasts get tense because there are like women who talk about getting their breasts done and either it over the muscle or under the muscle. So I would say that like if you do enough of like these things, your breasts can get tense.
That's probably your pectoral muscles.
Oh.
Yeah. Your breasts could probably get sore if you were trying to play tennis, for example, without a bra on.
Ow.
That would probably make your breasts sore.
I'm sure breastfeeding.
Right, that makes your nipples sore probably, and it also makes them chapped. Um, but it's kind of like when I try to play racquetball with my penis. It's really sore afterwards.
Sports make you sore.
Yeah.
Hey, Keisha.
A woman was saying she could feel the moon by cupping her breasts. Ah, I feel the moon goddess. Ah, she's making my nipples stuff.
That reminds me of the movie Mallrats. When the two main guy characters go to the mall and they get a tarot oracle reading, a magic ball reading from this lady, and at first she's like, all right, I'm gonna sense it, and then she like rips open her shirt and like she makes them touch her boob to get the sensations for her magic to happen.
Really?
Yeah.
Boob catalyzed magic, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, I think what I'd like to do now, Rachel, if you're down, is I'd like you to pull some cards while
Sure.
I play the bass in the background.
Ooh, okay. Are we using the same cards? What, so, would you like me to use tarot cards and the oracle cards, or just the tarot cards?
If you're asking me, do whatever you want.
I'm asking the crowd.
If you're asking the crowd, well, they'll have to respond to that.
Yeah, please do. Would you like just tarot or tarot and oracle? The color oracle, which is very vague. But fun. I like it. Tarot. Okay, we got one vote for tarot.
Okay. Now, I'm going to do this.
Alright, I'm gonna just do tarot. Okay, tarot for Winston's mom too. It's true. I can't get it. It's true.
I'm in love with you. There's nothing I can do.
Hey, Alec T. Good evening.
Meow, 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 meow,
Okay, so hi everyone. I'm gonna see where you guys are at in the stream. And tarot or both. Or both. We have 2 votes for both. 3 for tarot. So I'll just do tarot. We'll do the oracle with the tarot another time. Okay, so who wants to go first? Acacia, you want the first read? My pupils are so large.
That's because you're teaching grown-ups.
Oh. That's great. That's a great joke.
Thanks.
Okay, Acacia's first. Ooh. Do you want? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the ones that come popped out. I usually don't because I like to have it all in my energy, but this time I'll accept it. So you got XV 14? No. XV's 15, the devil. You want your meat and you don't want to share it with anyone. And this is the carnage that you will give if anyone messes with your meat. You're like, fuck it, I'm gonna do whatever I want. You get two cards. So, Ruben, I'm glad that you approve of me going out to pop that one. Okay. Keisha. Yeah, this is for Acacia right now, Ruben R. You want to go next, Ruben? Ooh! The other card that Acacia got is 10, number 10, Wheel of Fortune. So, this is like your luck is coming round. The things that you've been waiting for are now arriving. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna do whatever I want. And then I'm gonna feel glorious in my fortune. Because I deserve it. Okay, next is Ruben R. Who's fucked up? Ooh, number 6, the lovers. You got love in your heart. It could be for another person. It could be for a dog. It could be for some birds or the light in the dark. But it's usually about a choice that has to do with two opposites. So you got the lovers, number 6, major arcana. You're feeling yourself. Yeah, you got that love in your heart, Ruben R. Yeah, two opposites. So you have a white dog and a black dog. Black dog and a white dog and a sun and the moon, two opposites. In the traditional cards, like one's a female and one's a male, but it could be anyone really that you have like a heart-centered connection with that's sort of divinely guided. Yeah, I get it, Eric, says Ruben R. Ruben R. Ooh, you got number 5, 6, 17, the star. You got hope. You got love and you got hope. See that star, you're looking at it and you're like, it might be dark outside, but I see that star and I acknowledge it. It's powerful. And you got one paw in the water and one on the ground. You're balancing things out. 2 major arcana. Brightest star in the sky, Karma's Pimp? Karma's Pimp is next. Karma's Pimp is next. What's gonna get? What's gonna get? What's gonna get? What's gonna get? Karma's Pimp. Oh man, here we go. Welcome to the show, Jeff Shaw. Thanks, Ruben R. I really hope that you didn't give me that $4.99 because you felt bad about the $100 thing. There's no reason to feel bad. He says thank you to me and Eric. Okay, Karma's Pimp. Okay, both can be true, you're right. I'll go with like course, how can I forget the love in your heart? Okay, so Karma's pin. First card, another major arcana. We're getting a lot of major arcana. We have 11, Justice. You're that happy dog in the middle. You're like, look at these two little dogs. They're my friends. And they balance me out. And I'm having a great time. There's a cup there for some reason. I'm colored black and white. I feel like things in life are fair and good and just and true. And the next one you have is the Page of Swords. So you're feeling pretty new with your ideas. You want to use your brain like a kid. Maybe you're ideating a lot about things and projects and just like thoughts and philosophies. But it's like in a very beginner stage of the process because you're just a kid as a page. Fellow ENTP, obviously just stay here. It's much cooler than Melissa talks. Okay, so who wants to go next? Winston's mom, would you like a pull? Hey, oh, I'm so bad with names. I really apologize for butchering that. Okay, Winston's mom. Of course, fellow ENTP. Cool, I'm glad that you weren't feeling guilty anymore. There's no reason. Ooh, Eric killing it on that bass right now. Winston's mom. Ooh, you're getting 3 cards. The High Priestess, number 2, Major Arcana again. This is all about mysteries of life, the occult, keeping to yourself, and having secret knowledge. Maybe you might go outside and see the moon tonight. Soak in that intuition. Next is Ace of Cups. So the ace is the beginning of the suit, and it means you have like a newfound love for something. Usually it has to do with emotions, but you can have emotions towards anything. So maybe you just are feeling yourself again, like you're feeling yourself. You're feeling like you want to spread that love, that cup that's pouring over. And emotionally you feel satisfied. And the third one that came up for you is the 3 of Swords. This normally means heartbreak, but for this one it has like a clock, so it's like time passes, things get better, and that clock is linked to the heart. So even though like the 3 swords are there and they're not exact, they're pointing at you. Time will heal it, and you'll feel better. And this is you linked to the heart. Yeah, so in time, your heart will feel better. But you're feeling pretty good because you feel a new love for something, and new emotions towards something. I mean, Ace of Cups. I mean, you could just be feeling emotional, period. It doesn't even have to be linked to love in any way. It's just like a beginning of a new emotional chapter, usually. Rockstar no doubt says fellow ENTP.
Well, I'm not feeling very much like a rock star right now. But, thank you.
He's a rockstar. Who would like a tarot reading? Okay, fellow ENTP, I'm gonna do a reading for you. Fellow ENTP. Fellow ENTP, and then I'm gonna do Ike's cards. Fellow ENTP. Fellow ENTP. Woo, that popped out. Your first card is the King of Wands. You're like, I am feeling productive and crafty and creative, and I'm so happy. Look at this fire. I get to hold on to it. I'm the King of Wands. I'm fun. I'm fiery. Maybe you're a fire sign. But you're like the most of the wands when it comes. You have the most mastery over creative things, practical things, like practicality and like doing stuff. Not in the same way as Pentacles. But you're mostly just feeling inspired by like I don't know how to explain it. Like the words escape me. So I could just think just creative stuff usually. Creative. And let me get you the second card for fellow ENTP. So why did you get banned, fellow ENTP? Oh, cool. So you have mostly air and an earth sign. Here you go. All right. I don't usually do tarot and astrology combined very often because it's usually off in my mind. Like a lot of times. Okay, so we have. I mean, in like being like you must be an earth sign because Pentacles came out. I rarely do that because I don't really find it to be accurate. Okay, so fellow ENTP, the next card you get is another major arcana, the Hierophant. You're like, I am leader here. And this fox is like, whoa. You look like you got your shit together. And all these other dogs are like, yeah, he does. Because I'm in command, and I'm steady, and I'm true, and I'm following the traditional path, which is the Hierophant usually. And I'm steady, you can depend on me. Yeah, we depend on him. So you might have like spoken your truth in Melissa Fox's thing, and people are looking at you like, whoa. Ike is next. Moonfae 11, are you still here? I'll pull your cards too. Ike O. Ike O. after Ike. Alright, Ike, oh. We have the Knight of Cups. You're feeling like a teenager in love. You got roses around you, you got a wine glass on your nose. You're showing off a little bit, feeling good with yourself. A lot of these cards are about feeling good with yourself, and this is like feeling good with yourself in your heart, in your soul, with your feelings and emotions. You want to like stand out in the crowd and throw those roses at people like a knight would, like a little bit showy. And the next one you got is the High Priestess again comes out for you. So you're feeling your intuition, you're feeling the mysteries of life. You're not really, you're more in your NI, so like you're not really feeling like talking about things that you're learning. You're more receptive, more keeping things to yourself, not because out of selfishness, but because sometimes silence is stronger than talking sometimes. And yeah, you might look at the moon tonight too and be like, wow, this is so cool, the meaning of life. Okay, Moon Fae 11. Ooh, popped out. I don't know what you're gonna think about this one, but I like it. It's Two of Cups. So you could be like in the mood of sharing with someone, and it could be anyone that you feel similar with, because these are two similar dogs and they're both kind of playing with each other, and the cup is like they're filling each other's cup. So like Moon Fae 11, you can be really like connecting with someone in a soulful kind of way. Number 2 cups. The names on the cups are Jake and Layla too. Yeah, they be popping tonight. True, Rubinar, they really are. Libra Rising seems to be pretty popular. I read a lot of people's astrology charts that have Libra Rising. Okay. Moon Fae 11. You're also the Queen of Pentacles. You are this beautiful Cocker Spaniel looking at your money and being like, yo, I am doing pretty good. I admire the work that I put into what I've been doing. And maybe it's like stuff that you're crafting too. Like, there's a bunch of butterflies, so there's just like transformation that's going on as well. And you handle it so well because you're the Queen of Pentacles. You're handling your money well, and you're proud of it. You got, ooh, these are for Eric. These fell out. Ooh, I don't know what this is about. Alright guys, help me out. Eric got King of Swords. He is master of ideas, thoughts, communication. He doesn't even have to practice that sort of stuff. He's just it. Then we have 3 of Swords. You're welcome, Moon Fae 11. heartbreak. But this one again, like it says, has a clock, and it's like connected to the heart, and it's connected to a person as well. So it's like, yeah, like there's like stuff that's negative that's pointing at you, but time will reveal all things true. And it's okay. Like sometimes things surprise you and they upset you, and they're there for you to like learn from. The next one is the Page of Pentacles. I love this dog. Now usually Page of Pentacles has to do with a young, sprightly, so this could be a young at heart dog who's just found his pentacle and is like, yeah, I know how to invest this. This is where I should put my money. I have the money. I'm proud of it. Let's go have some fun. Fly Guy, would you like some cards as well? Ooh, so Moonfei11 says, I think maybe that's pointing to the upcoming anniversary and how much Eric has leveled up on this new journey of recreating his life/experiences over the last year. I think you know, Moonfei11. That sounds pretty damn accurate. Okay, Fly Guy. Fly Guy's next. Fly Guy. Fly Guy, I know what you mean about the two different signs for Vedic and sidereal astrology versus Western astrology. I have a Scorpio moon and a Virgo rising in Vedic, and my Venus and Mars are in Aquarius in Vedic. So the signs change a lot in Vedic astrology. So I don't know what to tell you. It's puzzled me for the longest time, like which one, and then I'd be like, oh well, they're both, but does anyone know about the 8-8 portal? Okay, Fly Guy. This one's popping out. Oh, 3 popped out. You get 3 cards. Oh, we got another major arcana. The first one is 15, the Devil. Again, you're feeling Acacia like, this is my meat. Get away from me. Let me do what I want. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I don't want any of your say. Goodbye. Like, let me have my fun. Let me be at it, okay? I feel like being at it. Then you get the 6 of Cups. Look at that cute little dog. He's like, look at all my cups. I'm sitting in the middle of water, and it's like, there's all these cups with flowers, and they're for you. Here you guys go. They're for you. So Fly Guy's like, here are these compliments. Here's how I feel you guys are so like awesome. I'm here with you. Here, take some of these cups. And the last is the Knight of Pentacles. So you're feeling fun with your money and the things that you've been accumulating. especially material-wise. You're in a teenage way about it. So you have your money and you're doing well with it, but you're also spending it on like dumb stuff too. Cause like that's what you're supposed to do when you're a teen and you're learning about something. There you go. You're going crazy on Amazon lately. I'm glad that was insightful, Fly Guy. Alright. Oh, we'll do one for me. Let's see. The cars have to see for me. You're welcome, Fly Guy. Oh, you are from Eastern Lands, following into me. That's cool. I'm glad you guys enjoy when I pull cards. It's really fun pulling cards when Eric's playing the bass. Like there's something that goes along with it. And these cards have really been like being read because there's so many major arcanas that have come up. Like I believe that that means something. Oh yeah, for myself. Okay, myself. What this means at all together, but the first card that popped out is the Two of Swords. Look at that cute little corgi, like, hey, don't come near me. I have two swords. So like, I'm undecided about something. I guess I'm undecided about what type of astrology is accurate. I don't know. I am torn about that right now. But the next card is another major arcana, the moon. And I've been asking about the moon since we started this stream. It's number 10, 5, 6, 7, 18. Number 18. And I really like this dog too. Just looking into the water, being like, hey, there's my reflection. I'm kind of like that. I'm kind of like that right now. I do want to go outside. I do want to see the moon. And I am in my emotions today. There's this anime that's about this little girl who's, she's like made for war, basically. And the idea of that was like really like disturbing to me. I guess my mind doesn't like to put children and war together. It's a freaking Page of Wands just fell out. We're having a good time. We're having fun. We're feeling like kids in a creative space. Alright, I'm gonna do the oracle cards now. We'll see how well they work for us. cool. Let me see. Who wants to go first? Acacia, you're going first for Oracle card. Okay, Acacia's Oracle card. What's she gonna get? What's the Oracle wanna say to her again? Wanna say to her? Gonna wanna say to her. Oh yeah, ripping out that bass, getting those beat vibes. I don't know what IFKWIM means. This is like all slang, I don't know. Acacia. 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 Ooh, Acacia, you get ghost. Did you ghost on someone? Are you feeling like it's a little spooky? Spooky yourself? Like you want to be like spooked to someone, or like talk about a subject that might spook people out. Maybe even talk about ghosts. The card reads, when this card comes up in a reading, it may be because a ghost from your past has been paying you a visit. Your ghost may be resolving maybe something unresolved or repressed, or a person or a situation from your past. Pay attention to what is coming up emotionally during this time. Why do you think this ghost is coming to you now? What is he here to teach you? A little bit more literal. However you take that. So yeah. Winston's mom is next. What's her color? Oracle. And then Rubenar. Winston's mom. You're welcome, Acacia. INTJs are deliberators, sure.
No,
No?
they're not. They're knowers like you. They have an eye as a dominant function. That's why they know they deal with the intuition. You know, so they know that they're dominant function. So that's why they're knowers.
Oh,
Motherfucking knowers.
how could I fucking get that wrong? Obviously, they are my sister type. Think I've only known one INTJ in my life. It's because we bonded over occult stuff and like knowing stuff that other people didn't know. But whatever. Okay. Is that not? Purple? Black. Protection. The essence of this card is about feeling personally safe and protected as you navigate through life. It asks you to find delicate balance of pushing yourself through fearful, anxious situations while also feeling secure. This card asks how you can feel protected during those scary situations. Does it mean reaching out to others or just making sure that you're grounded in the present? How can you move forward while feeling safe? Another very literal meaning of the card. I generally feel like I associate protection with Enneagram 5. They like to protect themselves from the outside and others' ideas because they've done all the research themselves. Okay, who am I doing next? Rubinar's Oracle. Oh yeah. Rubinar's Oracle.
Rubinar's got an oracle. Oh
Rubinar's got an Oracle.
This oracle in his heart.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah.
Rubinar.
Rubinar's got a motherfucking oracle. Where is it? In his heart.
Ooh, sideways dance. Can you do the Pee Wee Herman dance for what's his name that died? Paul Rubin?
I don't really know how to do that.
Oh no, I was saying to Rubinar if he could do that dance for himself. I'll do the dance. I'll do the dance for Pee Wee Herman who passed away. He lived long though, 70s and like pretty damn good. It is Rubin. Yes, this was tequila, exactly. You know the dance. I'll do it after I pull your card. Okay, sorry I'm taking so long. They're not popping out. Okay, Rubinar. Abundance. Got coins coming in your pocket. They're going everywhere. I'm singing a song made by Mr. Host Derek. He's got his phone. He's got all of the conference. And all kinds of fun stuff. Going down the highway. Let me read what it says. Abundance. While this card depicts coins, it's important to remember that abundance can come in many forms, like love, friendship, career, and family, not just monetary abundance. This card asks you to recognize and to celebrate the abundance that is in your life, along with a deep sense of gratitude that comes along with it. Ooh, the feelings of having stuff. I'm feeling full. Spreading it around, being like, you get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car. You don't have to, that obviously isn't actually happening, but you could feel like that, right? Like, you get a car, and you get a car. Like, yes! Yes, Oprah, yes. Thank you. Fellow ENTP is next, then Fly Guy. Fellow ENTP. Fellow ENTP. Fellow ENTP. Fellow Ooh, fellow ENTP. Fear. So there's a big door and it looks dark inside. We all have fear but deal with it differently. What do you fear? You just walk through the door. Let me see what the book has to say about fear. This card is a call to summon the courage to face your fears while honoring them at the same time. Moments like these are often most definitive in life and act as the greatest teachers and catalysts for positive change. What is it that's holding you back? Why are you afraid? Sitting with these questions will help you tap into your potential power and greatest potential. Acknowledging and moving past your fears can bring you to a greater sense of alignment with yourself and the world around you. Maybe you fear that you won't be able to be abundant like Oprah and giving everyone cards. But you know what? Maybe you just need a card for yourself. A card for yourself. You don't need to be giving them to others right now. And maybe if you push past that fear, you'll be able to get people to feel abundant with you. Fly Guy is next. And then email to Anthrax. Okay. Fly Guy. Fly Guy's horrible. Fly Guy's horrible. You also got abundance. Look, you got that money. Go make those purchases. You got it. Like, maybe those purchases will make you go feel good about yourself. You might even be feeling abundant in your life with people on the street. You're feeling like, oh yeah, I got this. It's good. Things are good. Nice. GoPros are cool. You may want to. Ooh, these came out for me, I think. Or maybe these. I don't know who these are for, but these three popped out. Surrender, disruption, and stop. So I don't know who that's for. It could be for me, but I do want to read email to Anthrax's cards. Okay, email to Anthrax. surrender. Let's see what the book says. By ceasing to resist, you can create peace for yourself. The act can be uncomfortable at first because it hurts the ego. But when we surrender and let go, we free parts of ourselves that work so hard to fight. Now that you're free, what can you do? What new pathways can you go down? What are your new pathways? It sounds like Discord is over. No, you're not doomed for nothing. Oh, Moonfade 11, I got one for you. And then Eric. If you want another one emailed, you'll never surrender. I like that. You would have been good, and maybe in a past life you were a 1700s or an 18, maybe Civil War. But I was thinking 1700s, like war veteran. We'll never surrender. Yeah, I think in your past life you were a colonial war person. I don't even know, war with that triangle hat. You know what I'm talking about. And the bayonets, right? They fought with bayonets. Okay. Moonfade 11. Following to you, but that is wise advice. Never give up on life. Ooh, frustration. So it's like putting a square peg in a round hole. Like, just fit already. Let's see what the book says and how it can be applied to you, or how I feel it can be applied to you. For some reason, despite all your best efforts, you aren't able to achieve what you're working toward. And that's frustrating. Instead of getting angry or disappointed, take a step back or a break from whatever is going on. What are some alternative approaches to the situation? Is there a solution that you haven't tried yet? Would a new perspective help you to find a solution? Methinks you may have maybe a lot of projects going on and you want them to be finished already and they're like not manifesting in the way that you had hoped. And something is like frustrating. It can even just be like as frustrating as like you thought you were gonna wear this outfit tonight and unfortunately it needs to be washed or it doesn't fit or you just spilled coffee over yourself and you need to change it. Like that's frustrating. It could be the fact that Mr. Man is still around and you know he is good and just and true in his own way, but he really bothers Moochin and it's disturbing the balance. So that's frustrating because you see the potential for a home for him, but it's like when is it gonna happen? There's a bunch of things to be frustrated about. Like I totally get it. Just popped out for Eric. Ooh, surrender. Why is this coming up so much? Maybe it's give up these cards. I'll choose one for myself and then they're going away. You're welcome, Moonfay11, of course. Okay, let me. What does the Prism Oracle have for me? I got love. Pink card. I do feel very lovey right now. I'm feeling like the love and the energy of this bass is playing right now and talking to you guys. When this card arises, it's a sign to notice love that exists in your life, whether romantic, platonic, or familiar love, or even an intense interest. Where and how is love manifesting in your life? How can you embrace it? There's love definitely in this room right now, for sure. I have love for Pee-Pee, for Eric, for Trouble, for everyone in the chat. I have love for this chair that I'm sitting in that came with the house. And I'm in love with the pot roast that Eric made and the shopping that we did and all the food and the love that's around us. Cool, Fly Guy. Oh, do you want me to? I can pull a card for Carrot. I put away the I'll pull a card for an oracle for Carrot. Okay, thank you, Flag. I definitely relayed to her. You want one more card to email it then? Sure. Okay, Carrot. Ooh, Carrot has two. It's funny because the hunger card came out. She's hungry. That's why she's making food. She's got this hunger for life too. I'm not even gonna look at the book, I know it. It's like, what do you hunger for? What do you live for? And also, if you're hungry, you should eat. If you have the means, of course. And illumination. She's feeling herself. She's like this guiding light. Things are all lit up for her. In a spiritual way. Look at that sun. It's like passing through that window. That's how bright it is. So best partner for an ENTP is an INFJ. They're both two of the most metaphysical types. They help each other out with their ignoring functions, which is the fifth functions. The ENTP is better at TE, but still doesn't love TE. So they help each other there. They're both good with FE. Even though it's selfish in the ENTP, it's still valued. And it's not seen as being fake. The INFJ will listen to the ENTP because INFJs are receiver types. And the INFJ will, with its sixth slot, demonstrate its love for the ENTP, or emotions for the ENTP. With about the same amount given. It's not anything overwhelming to an INFJ. But I do believe in, there's definitely power in knowing your type and wanting to find compatibility. There's no science to it. The only way that I've learned is by going through it and seeing who I was compatible with and who I wasn't, and not stopping. If I found that there was something that was not going to be right in the future, I broke up with the person instead of prolonging it, because I didn't want to settle. That's good, Rubenar, that he's interested, and maybe Rubenar, you can actually help him learn what to look for in an ENTP. Before Eric, I've never met an ENTP. Maybe one. I think I worked with him. But other than that, Eric's the only ENTP I know. Yeah. That's good, fellow ENTP. Well, let me tell you something, fellow ENTP. Your intuition is right. There's definitely something off about C.S. Joseph, and it's that he's not an ENTP. He thinks he is still. And he's not. Even when I was typed wrong, when I was typing myself as an ENFP, I'm like, this guy's no. The only ENTP that I had to reference in life before Eric was Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. I knew that that he's an actual version of a not healthy ENTP. A lot of stereotypes on ENTPs. Who else? The guy in We Might Be Giants. They Might Be Giants. He's ENTP. Eminem is an ENTP. No, that you're following your intuition, actually, fellow ENTP. Fellow ENTP says my basic theory is that if Eric is ENTP, then he is not like Eric. So he's definitely not one. I know this is idiotic, but this is the best I can do right now. Ha ha ha. I mean, LOL, Ruben, or another an INFJ, like, same type makes for great friends because you can, like, I don't think I've ever met another INFJ, so I don't know what it would be like, but like, I feel like Well, I guess that's what you're doing is art.
Thanks, Black Guy. I'm not really very experienced on the bass, but I like fucking around on it. The end.
That was good stuff.
That was a lot of playing the bass, that's for sure. Well, it feels good to play the bass. I'm surprised my fingers, why my right hand is so effective at it. I guess I'm surprised that my finger picking skills of guitar generalize as well as they do, you know. Because even though I finger pick the guitar a lot, I don't really play a lot of bass lines on the guitar exactly. More likely to play chords and stuff, you know. Anyway, that was fun. Thank you for
That was fun.
doing cards for a bit, so I could
Oh, it was great.
play.
We should do it
bass.
again.
Cool. Control S. I can't see anything without my glasses. I'm blind as a cat. That's what they say. That's the old saying. Blind as a cat. Thank you, Winston's mom.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Winston's
fellow
mom.
NHP.
Thank you, Phil and ET.
Thank you, Michelle Way, for suggesting things to people. We type our cats too.
Yeah, we do.
We believe our cats have personality types, but I wouldn't say that, like, you know, I can make a defensible case that my cats are ISTJ and ENFJ, because of course I can't ask them questions and have them respond with language, which is necessary for me to type somebody correctly. But, you know, I still believe, regardless of my ability to substantiate this assertion, that Capillo is an ISTJ and that Trouble is an ENFJ.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder about that too. Like, Trouble's a lot more talkative than Capillo. He meows all the time for just no reason even.
Yeah, he does.
Well, so we standing over there, we're sitting here. We'll have like a 10 meow exchange. Meow, 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 meow. We'll meow back at him, of course, you know. I wish I made more. I know, so interesting. I had just the right amount of hot sauce to my noodles. Now, that's special secret sex talk between Fly Guy and Carrot, so they have special meanings for those words. Those are code words. But we're We're not supposed to figure out what it means, and that's fine. I'm not curious even.
Well, Michelle White, what's even worse than that is that he's at a glance typing people. Like going up to people and being like, well, actually, I can't say for sure, but I've heard that he's typing people in like less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's typing them quick. Ruben, to answer your question, at first, before Trouble got his balls cut off, I think we both thought he was an ESFP.
Yeah, I did.
After he got his balls cut off, then all of a sudden he became Captain Loves a Lot, you know. And like as soon as he got his balls cut off, he immediately wanted a family, you know. He wanted people. Prior to getting his balls cut off, he was pretty happy, I think, as a tomcat, you know.
He was.
He was more on his SE third. But then once his balls cut off, he became much more about FE and the absolute value of FI. He was looking for somebody he could respect. Who could he respect? Somebody who really loved him a lot, with authentic feelings. And that was me and Rachel. At first, we were resistant, but over time, he won us over.
Yeah, he did.
He won me over first, and then eventually won Rachel over too.
Yeah, I was a little bit more afraid of him first.
He's still the Lord of Love and Violence,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not afraid of him anymore because you know his ways, huh?
Yeah. It's so wrong. Even when I know he's gonna like possibly swipe me, I still go in for the love. Like I can't help myself. I can't help it.
Did he scratch you ever?
He like 2 or 3 nights ago.
Was that the first time in a while?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I got scratched the first time in a while, not that long ago, because I got complacent, you know.
Oh, speaking of.
Yes. There's Mr. Bubbles. He's in the park. He's a meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow.
Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow.
He's such a dirty old man.
We had a neighbor come over today, and he's in charge of the water.
Goes by the name of Tom.
Goes by the name of Tom. He lives pretty close, like basically around the block.
It's down Cedar Lane there.
Mm-hmm. And he was very nice, and he assured us that no one's going to be building on the hill across the street.
Yeah.
Which was very nice. I appreciated that.
Right. Yeah. The water company just owns the part where the water tower is. The thing is, that's where the flat spot is. There's not really any place anybody even could build over there now. He points this out, you know.
That's what he said, yeah.
I was feeling pretty comfortable about the hill before talking to him, but I'm not even worried about it. It's like, there's nobody going to build over there.
Yeah.
You know, it says it's for sale. It's not really for sale. We can't track down who even owns it.
So interesting.
So. But we did watch a couple of people try to drive their little car up it the other day.
Yeah, we did.
So at least it's serving some purpose, I guess.
It was kind of crazy.
It was surprising, that's for sure. It was not what I expected.
We heard a motor like over and over again. And then Eric spotted.
Is that a drone?
No.
It's a star.
I think it's a star, yeah. I don't know.
I know, well, when you watch it for a while, it starts to move, regardless of whether it's actually moving, it seems like. I try to get a sense of whether wind.
It does look like it's moving. Oh my gosh, it is moving.
It is. Right? That's a drone,
Yeah,
right?
it's a drone. Holy shit, I can't believe I thought it was a star.
I did too at first because it's all white, but it's definitely moving, right?
It's definitely moving. Good pointing out.
Yeah. There's a drone right over there. Let's see if we can go over to the side where it's darker and maybe I can get it on the camera. After no drones last night that I saw. It's being pretty still right now, it seems like. I don't know. It's not really moving around right now. It's kind of hard to get at the camera. All you get is just blackness. This is called the Black Album. This is a live stream where all you get to see the whole time is just blackness. It's my tribute to Juneteenth.
So glad it's moving.
Yeah, okay. So it definitely is moving, right? Yeah. These things can really trip me out because sometimes I think it's just my eyes playing tricks on me, and then it moves a bunch all of a sudden, and you go like, okay, it is moving.
You actually have to like stare at it for a while. You can't just like look up at it.
Yeah, well, I mean the thing is, I've got it currently behind the tree from my vantage, and I can see it clearly changing spot behind the tree, you know?
Wow.
So that's definitely a drone. And that one's relatively close to us as far as east-west goes, you know?
Yes.
But kind of quite high up, you know?
That's what I think too. Is that a plane?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That might be a plane or it might be a drone. You see, it doesn't blink like planes don't really blink like that, and it's going so slow. Right?
That thing is weird too.
Yeah, I gotta get a telescope. Like, if that's a plane, why hasn't it popped out on the other side yet?
No, I've been waiting for it too.
I mean, it should have been turning that way, I guess, but okay, that thing up there is definitely got to be a drone because it's moved a lot since I last had it positioned.
I think I see another one.
Right, like to the right of it and down.
No, it's like to the right of it, yes, but it's like further away. It's not as still. Is it? Yeah, it is. Oh, it's making my eyes go bonkers.
I know. Oh look, Rachel, you can see the starling. See it?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, except when I saw it last time, there were 21 of those little dots, and they were a lot closer together.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't know if they change their distance from apart from each other sometimes or what. Weird, huh?
Yeah.
See those little dots flying across the sky? And to know that, like, none of our ancient ancestors, after all they're looking up in the sky, ever saw that.
No.
Not until Elon Musk came around
Not until Elon Musk came
and brought with him the miracle of science.
around. I don't see the little drawing.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's these things can be.
Oh, it's up there.
They can be trippy to keep track of, and also like sometimes you think, okay, I think I was just tripping myself out maybe because now it hasn't moved for a long time. Now it definitely looks just like a star, and then you keep looking at it, it'll definitely move again, and you kind of wonder, am I tripping myself out or what? Yeah, I see they're still going.
Wow.
The little dots up there. Satellites. You can see the satellites quite clearly. Kind of crazy. The night sky has been. What? What?
Is that moving on a plane, a drone, or?
I don't know what that is, but I'm talking about the ones up there. See?
Yeah.
That one moving.
Dude,
Those are the
follow each
satellites.
other.
Yeah. That thing. Where did it even go?
It's moving fast.
That's probably a plane.
Okay.
But let me look at it. I mean, I'm not really sure. It might be a plane, but yeah, I hear it. It's a plane. I didn't know those satellites were so visible.
Me neither.
Like, that's probably a plane too. There's another one up there, see?
Oh.
There's two of them. I'm assuming those are planes. There and there, right? Yeah, you can actually kind of faintly see the contrail from one of them.
Mm-hmm. You don't usually see.
And there's a third one.
You usually see that many.
Right. Three of them all in a line.
Especially here.
Yeah, we got another night of busy skies.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder where they're all going. Probably to Oakland. No, they'd have to be going that way. They're probably going to, let's say, Guatemala.
Okay.
I think all of those planes are going to Guatemala because they filled up the first two planes, then they had to open up a third plane, and finally they said, okay, we got enough coverage for all the people who want to go to Guatemala.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah. I tell you what I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see Japan play again when they play next because
oh my gosh.
they looked so good
I wanna
against
see,
Spain.
like, what time is it?
Oh, you know, it'll probably be in the middle of the night.
Of course. I try my best, and I feel like I'm such a bad fan.
Why do you have to be a good fan? Who's pressuring you to be a fan of World Cup soccer?
Right, no one.
If you'd like me to, I could go in your room and get you up at 3 a.m. and be like, Rachel, come on! What are you doing? The soccer game's on.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think he'd like that very much.
You're correct.
He'd try to put on like a brave face about it for like 5 seconds. He'd be like, "Oh, okay, I'll get up and watch the soccer game then. And then you have this like little frown, and then I can picture it all right now.
I love that. Meow. See? He's gonna meow. Meow.
Meow.
Meow. Meow.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow. Meow. Would you like to say meow again? Oh, yes.
Meow.
Daddy knows.
Daddy knows and Mommy knows and Mommy
Trouble
knows
wants
what?
Mommy to watch Trouble eat.
Gosh, yes, it is exactly what he wants me to do. Okay,
All right, let's go watch. In fact, Trouble is probably saying, hey, why aren't you guys live streaming this?
Yeah, that's
This is good content. There. Okay, so you want me to do commentary while you eat, Trouble? Well, Trouble really looks like he's on his game tonight.
Yeah, he does. He's taking each lick and bite in stride.
Yeah, and he's making his way quickly through that plate of food. He knows that we only want to stand here for so long, and he wants to make sure he gets in a full meal with an audience.
Oh yeah, he looked at us because he wants us to know that that's actually not a joke, it's true.
Yeah, like don't be joking around with that stuff, right? It looked like that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, as he, I'm sure, is saying to us telepathically, if we could receive it, I'm sure he's saying, this is how a family eats, okay? Not in front of the TV, at the table together. They share stories about their day. You want me to eat in isolation in the dark? What kind of parents are you? We're sorry, Trouble.
We're sorry, I do see his point.
We'll try to do a better job in the future.
You have to know Mommy's gonna bring her phone sometimes too. Maybe I'll even take a video of you and put a short up. I don't know if I can do shorts.
We're titled with cat eating.
Yeah.
That would be, nobody could accuse you of clickbait.
No. I already put him in a short too of him purring, but I don't know how well the purring came out.
Alright. You should have clipped the lavalier mic to his chest. That'd be funny.
That would be.
Oh, Mr. Man, what a big eater you are. Look at you go.
Look at you go, indeed.
You're going to win the eating award for best eating from an eating participant in an eating place. I'm going to have one of these bad boys. You want one too? Boy, I have been as thirsty as Kirstie Alley at a... What else rhymes with Ersty? What rhymes with Ersty besides Kirsty and Thirsty? Mursty? Like, it's very mursty out here today. Curtsy.
Yeah, curtsy. Curtsy.
Kirsty and curtsy don't technically rhyme, but close enough, I guess.
Thirsty.
Percy? Percy kind of rhymes with that.
Percy, yeah. Percy and Percy.
Like Percy Jackson and the Terrible Writer.
Girthy.
Pretty close. About as well as Percy. Thirsty. Kirsty is the only thing that really fully 100% rhymes with a Hursty. Yes. If you are drinking tea in a hearse, Yes, it is, Karen. It's called Percy Jackson and the whatever, but I call it Percy Jackson and the Terrible Writer because those are some of the most poorly written books in history. They're terrible. At least the chapter or two of the one I read was unspeakably bad.
Glad I never saw that or read that. But I didn't read Harry Potter, and that was a big miss.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I had not that long before finished the Harry Potter series, and I thought, oh, what other? Because I liked it a lot. So, what other kids' books are popular like Harry Potter? And I said, let me read. And
Yeah.
I've asked one of the students in my middle school class to let me read. They had a copy of it, and when they were done, and well, I mean, they weren't reading the first one, right? They were reading one of the later ones. So I just kind of borrowed your copy of it, and I started reading it for a little bit. Terrible, terrible. I can't even. I don't know how that thing got published, let alone how it got popular.
They made a movie. Out of it too.
Or just bratwursty. Like, this sandwich is too bratwursty. That would work too.
So like, why is my intuition like sometimes so off? Like I was really, I mean, like I could have at the time though. I was like 16 when Harry Potter came out. I liked what I was tutoring a kid in reading, and that was the book that he chose, and I was like, wow, this is like really good, but like I just like didn't pick it up. I just didn't like. I guess that was my four being like, this is popular, fuck this. Um,
I mean, the books are better than the movies.
I was incredibly wrong. Yeah, I heard that they were better than the movies.
And the movies are pretty good. The
Yeah.
movies aren't bad. You know, those Harry Potter movies, they did a pretty good job of them.
Yeah, so I was incredibly wrong about Harry Potter. I was also incredibly wrong about Britney Spears. I saw her in the first time in a magazine, like a teen bop magazine, and I was like, who's this? Like, she looks like whatever, good luck. And sure enough, she became the Princess of Pop, so I was incredibly wrong. Like,
You were
twice.
also incredibly wrong
No,
about Janet
no.
Ho.
And
Julie?
yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
funny.
like,
But the Janet Ho one is more an example of you
God, I'm
being.
so sorry.
Why are you sorry?
Like,
Everything worked out perfectly.
how could that be? Like,
Well, we might not be good at picking realtors, but she was because she picked the dean for us. So it all worked out fine. In fact, it couldn't have worked out any better. I see. The last one's not your cup of tea, huh? That's because you prefer the best tea. His Harry Potter movies he directed were only barely good due to the momentum it already had. David Yates is an awful director. Solo projects all went flops. Well, I mean, I think he did an excellent job of directing the Harry Potter movies.
I liked the Harry Potter movies. Honestly, I would probably love. I like. I would obviously love Harry Potter. I took that test to see like what house I'd be in, and I think Harry Potter Land seems like a lot of fun. Um, there's a lot of magic about Harry Potter, like and like J.K. Rowling herself. Um, she's like a good INFJ to look up to, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I like the third one, I think it is, which is the one where Hermione has the travel back in time a little bit thing so that she can go to multiple classes at once. Uh, I like that one best.
That's where
I think it's Goblet of Fire, maybe.
Yeah, Goblet of Fire is the best.
The books, I don't. It's hard for me to remember now which book I liked best. All the books were great, really. I just tore through that series.
Yeah, most people did. My brother and sister tore through them.
The one where she has the little sand, what is that called? The sand timer thing. What is it? Hourglass. She has a little hourglass. That's Prisoner of Azkaban. Oh, okay.
I didn't know that. I don't know Harry Potter like that.
Okay, then yeah, I think that's the one I enjoyed the most. When you first read the book, you thought her name was pronounced Hermione. Yeah, well, like what's that thing I used to think was called? I used to mispronounce what it was. It's like something a lady wears, like a corset or something. Oh, right. It's like a breath. It's like a boob thing of some sort. What's the word for it?
Bustier?
No. Well, I think what I'm thinking of this is not it, but what I'm thinking of is something like I originally thought bosom was pronounced bosom, but that's not it. But that's not the case. But it's like that. It's bodice, right?
Oh,
Bodice.
bodice.
I used to think it was pronounced bodice because I only encountered it in reading. I never heard anybody say the word.
That makes
For a
sense.
long time, I thought that was bodice. See how it was like bosom bosom? It was very similar to that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it was. But I never made the mistake with bosom or bosom because my mom said that word.
Bodice?
No, bosom.
Oh, bosom.
But I never heard anybody say bodice.
Hmm. I was like that with chic. Like
Chick.
yeah, I would say chick. Yeah.
Right.
Because I didn't know.
And
I had heard it, but
same with enneagram. I was reading about it before I was watched any videos on it, and when I was reading it in my head, I was pronouncing it enneagram. And later on, I started watching. Maybe I'd hear somebody in a video talk about it, and they'd say enneagram. But I never got around to changing how I pronounce it. I just keep pronouncing it enneagram.
Moonfay, yeah, Moonfay 11. I like that it was ethereal. Ethereal was hard for me to pronounce and spell.
Yeah, well, I had trouble with aluminum. I'd say aluminum.
Aluminum.
See you later, fellow ENTP.
Bye, fellow ENTP.
I said the word coupon in third grade, and this girl told me, "Shh, that's a lady's word."
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, that's so funny, Ruben. You were thinking of tampon? That's a wonderful comeback. And it wasn't even a comeback, you were just being real.
I mean, that's a great story / joke, even without the punchline.
Yeah. been a long time since I've seen Donnie Brasco. A really long time.
Has it been a long time since you rock and rolled?
Ooh.
Down to down, down out to down. Been a long time since I was down, down to down, down to down.
Live it, love it, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So I worked on these lyrics to this song some more to clean them up a little bit. If you heard these lyrics before, well, this is the fixed up a bit, version 2.0. If you've not heard them before, I will give you the context. So I don't know, sometime maybe in the last couple of weeks, somebody in a stream asked me if I had written any love songs for Rachel, and I said no. But then I started thinking about, I've been occasionally come to mind, and so I said, okay, well, let me try to write some lyrics at least. This is what I have. Oh, that's right. I fixed this, and the funny thing is, I fixed this line uh, in the car. Actually, this is better. I'd like to make a song, love, a song to tell you the truth. I'd tell you you're pretty and precious and stuff, but it turns out that love songs are tough. Maybe I'd sing of your wisdom or grace or delight in your body, your heart, and your face, and insight that gives you impeccable taste. But how can I catch what I can't even chase? The song would need words to describe me and you, and the melody somehow both timeless and true. I'd tell you you're pretty, I love you and stuff, but it turns out that love songs are tough.
It's so good. Thanks, Mr. Bobby. Yeah, Rubenar, it is like that. It is like that emoji.
What is that emoji? Let's see. Oh, I see. He's got his eyes are sweating.
No, I didn't meet her. I was reading a teeny bop magazine, and she was like the back page. It was before she got any of her music came out, and I was like, good luck, it's tough out there, and she killed it. So I was wrong about how popular she was going to be. I thought she was just going to be a one-off, or like nothing really. Yeah, like a one-off, but yeah, I was wrong. My intuition was very wrong about that, and then it was wrong about Harry Potter. But Harry Potter, I was like 16, and I was like, so what year? I think I was in see, I can't remember why I had the magazine, if it was for, I don't really know. Hit Me Baby One More Time. Like it was like super early on. She like was just being introduced into these magazines and stuff. Yeah, my intuition was like really.
Well, these ones, Winston's mom.
It's funny. Yeah, like 98, even possibly 97. Really, like summer of 97. It was like really, like, obviously after Mickey Mouse Club, but before Hit Me Baby One More Time came out. She had like this little ad, in the back of like Teen Bach magazine, and I was just like I said, like good luck, like because I didn't have like much faith in music. See, Mr. Bobby, like I feel like that a little bit about the Barbie movie, but I don't want to make any like judgments before seeing it because the director Greta Gerwig, I prefer her as an actress rather than a director. Like I wasn't like Lady Bird was good. I wasn't a huge fan of her take on Little Women. I like the '90s version better. Um, so I'm like trying to be like more open-minded towards the Barbie movie. Um, because I should just go in there with no. I'm not surprised because Greta Gerwig is a feminist. Some tarot reader like kind of gave up the ending for me in a tarot reading. Like the card they chose, she was like, "Yeah, we're all not Margot Robbie. We're all not Barbie." And she's like, "Oops, sorry, I just ruined the end." I'm not surprised that it's a feminist lens at all because Greta Gerwig, who directed it, is like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it being feminist at all. I don't think that I just my get Greta Garbo. Yeah, she came back from the dead, but I want to stay open minded about it and like not really have any expectations going into it and like judge for myself because like it's not that big of a deal. It's just a movie. But I loved Barbie playing Barbie as a kid. It was like my favorite things to do. I would always have my friends over to play Barbies with me.
She'd have them fornicate.
Sometimes the Barbie and Ken. We've sometime for some time.
Because you were homophobic. That's why you didn't have your Barbies fornicate with each other.
Wow.
Yeah. Little did we know how homophobic we were even as newborn babies. We were born, we were so impacted immediately by society's hatred that we were immediately born homophobic. We had to condition ourselves out of it.
So I think introducing Ken into the picture really helped with that.
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to have Ken for a really long time, and then my sister got Ken for a birthday gift.
Because your parents knew what you were going to do if you got Ken. You were going to make him fornicate.
And have babies and have a family.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get you, Moonfae 11, like, but, yeah, I guess it is surprising that people would think that it wouldn't be.
I think the moral of the Barbie movie should be your body's not okay. Your body's not good enough, it's not okay.
Oh my god, it's a kind of.
That's a good moral for a movie to have. there'd be a movie called All the Ways You're Not Okay, in which it's just a succession of people coming and sitting down in a chair and saying, "This is what's wrong with you. This is what's wrong with you." It'd be
Yeah.
like the most disheartening movie ever.
Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
It's the opposite of one of those positive affirmation videos.
Yeah,
Right?
it is.
Right. You're sad. Everybody around you feels sad for you.
Like emo, bringing emo back.
Yeah.
Life sucks. Everything is a mirage. You know why your parents suck? Because you chose them.
They were perfectly fine until you came around. You're so awful you made them bad.
No, don't listen to that sort of stuff.
Right. You should not listen to that. Instead, you should listen to people say, "You're whatever you want to be, whoever you want to be, whenever you want to be. You can do whatever you want. You can have anything you want. And it's all because of your attitude." You know, Rachel and I, we used to live in kind of a tough situation in Los Angeles. But I said, "You know what, Rachel? I'm going to have a positive attitude about this. And thanks to my positive attitude and manifesting, now look where we are. You see? My attitude is just as positive now as it was then. That's why all this wonderful stuff happened. My positive attitude is probably played a large role in why my dad chose to shoot himself in the head. Anyway, the point is, Rachel and I are proof that that like the things that manifesting promises you, you can actually that can happen to you potentially, but we were not manifesting anything like that, right? We didn't have a positive attitude. It was life was suck ass, and the problem wasn't our attitude as to why it was suck ass. It was a bunch of circumstantial stuff, and then everything changed. Now things are wonderful, and our attitude is much improved. That's how sane people understand the universe. When things are shitty, your attitude is bad. If you have a positive attitude about somebody handing you a pile of dog turd on a plate and saying, "Here's your dinner," I mean, could be worse, could be cat shit.
Bird shit.
No, you should not have a positive attitude about that. You should say, "I don't want to eat this." Everybody should say that when handed a plate of dog shit. Say, "I don't want to eat this. Thank you." Actually, don't even say thank you.
See, like,
Why would you say thank you if somebody handed you a plate of
oh
dog
my
shit?
god, but like, I feel like my FE school absolutely would say thank you, and then like wait for the person to go away and then throw it out. Yeah.
You wouldn't say, "I don't want that."
No. Because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Why are they handing you a plate of dog shit?
I don't know.
Attitude is non-binary? You mean it's possible for me to get attitude transition surgery? positive attitude can help you conquer life and turn losses into gains. Well, I mean, I tell you what helped us turn loss into gain was my fiercely negative attitude about being in Arcadia. I was very angry. Did not want to be there for even 1 minute longer. All my negativity and hostility made a bunch of shit happen. So I don't know about that there, Mr. Fly Guy. I mean, it seems to me you don't conquer losses with pats on the back. You conquer them with boots in the ass. No, I don't think I owe it to my negativity either, except that the negativity I felt was impetus to make me take action kind of impulsively, you know? That's what, and then once you involve a real estate professional, now things are going to happen because they're trying to make money. Well, my negative attitude, by and large, from the time from the time my dad died until we moved, mostly was just made me unpleasant, unhappy, whatever. But it's also the case that like trying to make the best of it was emotionally difficult because I didn't like what I was experiencing. I didn't like living in a hotel. I didn't like being in the Arcadia house. I didn't like dealing with the real estate stuff. I didn't like dealing with people coming in and taking all the objects away and trying to pack. And it's like I didn't like any of that stuff, right? Um, it might be true that uh, it didn't help to have to be negative about it. By and large, I wasn't trying to be negative about it, but it's like when we were in the hotel, there were times when I kind of relax and start to have fun at the hotel a little bit. But then I remember, like, I don't want to be at this hotel and have fun at this hotel. I want this whole process to be over. I'm tired of it. I don't like it. And that's just my FI saying, you know, I don't like this. People with instrumental FI, I think, are the ones who say positive attitude makes a big difference because they think like that seems like a very FI tool, FI fourth even thing to say because for them, FI tool they use their feelings to as a way of going about the world, right? So choosing to have a positive attitude can be something that can work for them as a tool. Like, in fact, it's them using their tool function well, probably. Like me choosing to be disinterested in my calculus even when emotions run high or something like that, in a circumstance where I can tell like I wanna, I'm at risk for any kind of situation where one might recuse oneself, right? Um, but then somebody else who's like FI tool, they would not be able to still be deliberatively disinterested in a circumstance where they should recuse themselves. Their interest in the matter would make them unable to evaluate it fairly.
Thank you, Moonfei11. I think recognizing you're experiencing negative things is not the same as having a negative attitude. Bypassing authentic, difficult emotions ultimately helps no one. That's a huge problem that I have with like law of attraction, because basically they say like anything negative that happens in your life is based on your negative thinking.
Oh, you got cancer? I told you that negativity was going to catch up with
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Like, and I follow that stuff like really closely to try to like learn from it. But any time that I would have like negative emotions, I like wasn't sure. I felt wrong. I felt wrong. I was like, I shouldn't be feeling like this. And then I was like, you know what? No, I should be feeling like this. Like that's
Because you got a little bit of you got a little bit of Long Island cage fighter in you.
you know what actually says like that I would be good at that in astrology.
Really?
Yeah.
You're good at being a fighter?
Yeah. Maybe I was in a past life. I really don't have it. I like this is gonna sound vain, but I like my face. Like I don't want to beat it up.
No, yeah, let's not get you into MMA.
Yeah.
If you were running by him, if you were floating the notion that maybe we start training you at an
Oh my
MMA
God.
gym, I'm gonna say if you want my opinion, I'm gonna say no.
It's a good opinion. I mean, the thing is, like, Mr. Bobby, it's like not that big of a deal. I mean,
What are hyphen V things? Hyphen VE things. Reading and writing in themselves are subversive acts. What they subvert is the notion that things have to be the way they are, that you are alone, that no one has ever felt the way you have. Observe your emotion and it goes away, the Buddhist way. That's not Eric's experience. I observe my emotion. I don't really observe it, I guess. I'm mad about something. So I just start telling everybody about it.
okay, also, Mr. Bobby, I'm pretty knowledgeable in movies as well. Like, if you can recall, like, you noted that, like, we have similar taste in movies. But I really don't think that, like, I don't think, I'm not gonna shit on something just because of hearsay. Like, and
Okay, but I think we can all agree single greatest movie of all time, Purple Rain.
oh my God. Tommy.
Well, it's either that or Desperately Seeking Susan.
Oh.
They're neck and neck, 1-2 in the Oscar run for greatest film of all time. They're gonna award that next year. They're gonna say we've decided to stop the progression of time now and draw a cutoff line. And so all time before now is all time, and then we'll have a new all time later, right? But greatest movie of all time, and they've narrowed it down to two choices. Desperately Seeking Susan is kind of the dark horse here. Purple Rain is the favorite, but I'm a little surprised they chose those two movies. I mean, I get it because Purple Rain has Darling Nikki in it, and Desperately Seeking Susan has Madonna, one of the great geniuses of our time. So it's pretty. I guess it's pretty easy to understand that I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody that comes immediately to mind represents visionary genius in the 20th century quite as starkly as Madonna. Oh, sure, you might say Bono.
Oh, Bono.
Yeah. Oh, sure, you might
Everyone.
say The Who with their fantastically conceived rock opera, which basically is the elevator pitch of it is Helen Keller's good at playing pinball. Except instead of being a joke, they were super serious about it.
I'm so glad I didn't listen to that with my dad. There was this time, like, there's this band, rock band that was a cover band on Long Island, and they played a lot of like Beatles stuff. So we would go and see them. And one time when I stayed behind instead of going out, with my dad, he and my brother went to go see them, and the cover band played all of Tommy. I'm so glad that I didn't see it.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't have liked it. But my dad was like, oh my god, they played Tommy and they did all of those songs, just those who were. But that's.
I picture them like having like a stage enactment behind them or something. And there's this guy going until he finds the pinball machine. What a terrible idea for a serious thing. I mean, it's so much conceptually. I never realized this until thought about it, I don't know, recently, that it's like I have my concept for a movie called Helen Keller NBA Point Guard. Except Tommy is a much less good idea than that simple joke. That's how bad of an idea it is.
I'm gonna be totally honest. Like well, when you're searching for music, sometimes like all there is the bad stuff. Like it's like there would be times where I'd be looking for music and I would ask my dad. Like I would reference stuff that he would listen to. So I listened to like the Who's greatest hits or whatever. Um, but they're not good. I can't sing.
And probably that Sure Play the Mean Pinball song is their best song.
Yeah. Oh,
Sure plays a mean pin.
Sure plays mean pinball. Yeah, yeah. I used to like Baba O'Reilly, which should have been titled Teenage Wasteland because that's like the chorus.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I know that song. I didn't know that was The Who.
Yeah, I like that song. Tommy the Who was not good.
The idea is that you only get angry when something unexpected happens. If you could expect everything that happens, you'd cease to get angry. Well, it is true that the prime directive compels you to have some sort of strategy dealing with the linkage between your map, your expectations, your predictions, your understanding, your assumptions, etc., and reality, what your experience is. There's a number of different possible ways in which you can uh, think out, like theoretically, how one might try to go about doing that. But no matter who it would be to trying to undertake some kind of way to close that gap, it would have to be any strategy that could be communicated would have to be specifically directed at a certain type, because like we all do feel some sort of distress when we are expecting yeah and we get something else, right? Um, like when I'm expecting to get a Coke from the drive-through and I drive away and it's Diet Coke, it's going to cause me to feel some kind of distress, right? Like not happy about it. You might call it anger. It might be anger. It might just be disappointment. Whatever, some kind of distress. Um, where is it going with this?
Expectations versus reality.
Oh, right. But how you should deal with that, really, and how you will deal with that, it has a lot to do with cognitive function. So, for example, anytime I want to go through a drive-through and I know I want soda as a beverage, I won't go to Jack in the Box because Jack in the Box has proven to me too many times that it cannot successfully make soda.
So,
Mister is not considered rude. It is what all presidents are called, Mister Whatever. You can call him President Whatever too. It dates back to no, but it dates back to the Revolutionary War that the president is not an aristocrat, and Mr. President, President Mia, or Mr. Trump, those are all acceptable.
so I'm gonna share a link to a movie that shows expectations versus reality, like in a really artistic way. You've seen the movie with me.
Which movie?
100 Days of Summer.
Oh, is that with that guy who was in
Ice-T.
Third Rock from the
Yes.
Sun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the point is, it doesn't matter if if either random people call him Mr. Obama or it's Clinton. I call Obama Obama all the time. I call Clinton Bill Clinton. I call Bill Clinton or Clinton all the time. I almost never call either of them President whatever, right? Or even Mr. Right. So the thing is, yes, it causes distress, but one way you might deal with it is with SI. I remember now that I don't want to go to Jack in the Box if I want soda because they don't make it right. And then you prevent the distress going forward. Then let's say you go to to Carl's Jr.'s and they don't have the soda right. You may end up finding yourself only going to McDonald's and In-N-Out anytime you know you want to get a Coke at the drive-thru as well as food. But other possible ways of dealing with it are like TE interfacing with say 8-slot FE. Probably will go back, return it, get a new one, and maybe like write a complaint thing or something. Who knows? So they feel as though they're fixing reality so that it matches their expectations, right? In the in the in my case, I'd be trusting my map that reality is going to be what my map says it is, which is I've had this experience where Jack in the Box makes bad sodas, so um, I'm gonna update my map to remind myself don't go to Jack in the Box when you want a soda. Whereas the other direction, it's like my map says when I go through a drive-through, I should get what I want when I pay for it, right? And so if they're not doing that properly, then I'm going to go in and make them do that. And that's trying to make reality be like your map rather than expecting your mapped experience to generalize out, right? And then in contrast, an NI person might might somehow intuit that the soda's not going to be good because maybe previous experience or whatever, but avoid the problem by ordering some other drink. I'm not sure if they get the Diet Coke and they drink it, then it's just not that's not an example that works well with NI, right? Okay, well, why though? Why do you care so much? I mean, Trump, you're worried about people showing Trump the respect to do the office, but Trump did not show any respect to the office. He was brazenly, openly um, expressing disdain over the institutions, habits of democracy, the conscription on the power of the president. He objected to the peaceful transfer of power. So even if that were the case, that people are purposely calling him Mr. Trump because they don't want to afford him the dignity of the title president, well, that should tell you something, right? That should tell you something. Well, the media is biased.
Really?
The media is not biased if they think Trump's like is debased the office, you know.
Bill Clinton's in the hospital?
Really? Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
Well, maybe he's just inspecting it.
I don't know if that's true. No.
He's not president anymore. Yes, you can call him that, but you don't have to.
No, he's not. He's fine.
I mean, I often even read things like former President Bill Clinton, even though technically you don't have to put former in front of it, even though they are former.
Hmm. You can just say President.
But President Clinton, yeah, even though he's not president anymore. But you know, I think I'm quite confident I've read plenty of articles that say maybe say like former President Bill Clinton, on Tuesday. Mr. Clinton addressed these questions, blah blah blah. I've read that in plenty of articles. Same with Obama. Like people include Mr. so that it doesn't get repetitive. President, yeah, President, yeah, President, yeah. So in every probably discussion of every president, there'll be if they're historical enough, the historian will drop the Mr. or the president and just call them Polk, you know, or Adams or whatever.
Oh, so when's the mom are you saying that they actually aren't called Mr. President after their term?
I think they can be. You can call them that. I was under the impression as well that once you've been president, you retain the title president. You don't need to be called former president. You still just be called president. But I'm not. I could be wrong. Not entirely sure. I am entirely sure that I want to do a little cleaning up of this carpet.
Okay.
It's looking kind of grimy.
Sure.
Not right this second. I'm not feeling extraordinarily motivated. Well, I mean, look, this happens with every president, right? So with Biden, you've got people chanting, "Let's go, Brandon." Is that showing respect to the president? No. With Bush and Cheney, people were calling them war criminals, all kinds of horrible names. Appropriately, correctly, they were calling them those names. Just as correctly, they're calling Biden Sleepy Joe. It's not inaccurate, right? Just as correctly, they would, if they were going to be super accurate, they'd call Trump. Um, I don't know. Uh, Two golf balls in a sock.
Yeah, pretty much.
All the partisans love to do that shit. Well, if you ask the libtards, you know, oh my goodness. Just knock that stuff off everybody. Trump is no longer president because his maximally divisive thing appealed to his base a lot, worked well enough to get him one election. But being maximally divisive means you're always going to be campaigning on the margins, you know? It's like, there's not going to be any landslides. If you're maximally divisive like that, then it's going to be a narrow vote if you win. Which means you got a decent chance of losing in any given election, especially the second one after you spent 4 years acting as though only people who supported you mattered at all or counted as part of your constituency. But you know, it's not like the last good president was Bill Clinton. And I can't even tell you when the last one before that was. I mean, there were good enough presidents, like you know Truman, good enough. Eisenhower, good enough. Good president. That's not shit on Eisenhower. Eisenhower was a good president. But then what? Then what comes after that? Like Kennedy? Ugh. Kennedy is the most overrated president in history. What comes after that? Nixon? Ford? Ugh. Carter? Ugh. Reagan? Mostly ugh. Bill Clinton? Good. Excellent president. Then what? George Bush? First George Bush. Maybe first George Bush was before Clinton. I'm not sure. First George Bush, boo. Clinton, yeah. Second George Bush, worse than Trump, frankly, by a substantial margin. Worse than Trump. Really, probably Bush is the worst president in history. George W. Bush. It's either President George W. Bush or the little talked about President Bumblefuck. One of those two was the worst president ever. Then Obama. Just no. Just fail. Fail, fail, fail. Double face palm, epic fail. This, but with a line through it. Then who do we have? After Obama. I guess after Obama, we went straight to Trump. Trump beat Al Gore. No, beat Hillary Clinton. Who beat Al Gore? Al Gore was Clinton's vice president. Who was Obama's vice president? Oh, Hillary. No, not Hillary Clinton. Who was Obama's vice president? I don't even remember. Might have had a different one each term. Then we had Trump, I guess, after Obama. Now we have Biden. Well, we're all just biding our time, so either he dies or the next election or whatever. There are zero people. You got these weird kinds of candidates, right? Like Obama was very popular, especially in his first campaign. He accomplished some crossover in the electorate. In other words, got some Republicans to vote for him and stuff. But that being super popular meant he didn't say much of anything, and the same quality that made him popular also made him weak. Then you've got Trump, who's genuinely divisive, Hillary Clinton, who's genuinely divisive, and you got Biden, who's like people who hate Biden are the most committed partisans in the world, because we might all correctly hate the fact that we have this guy who obviously has in some stage of dementia as president, but because of that, there's no reason to hate Biden or think nefarious plans are about or whatever, Biden never was an ideologue anyway. And he never was a technocrat like Hillary Clinton, who's like an ESTJ who believes in bureaucracy. Bill Clinton was both popular and a good president. That's the last time we've had one of those. George W. Bush may have been popular right after 9/11, but he shouldn't have been. He should have been the most hated man in America,
Yeah.
Oh, Biden was Obama's VP. That's right. Doy, thank you, Rachel.
I had to look it up.
Biden's just like a guy who likes to have fun, but now he's so old that He's just like, how do I be old? I'm not sure how to do this. From what I understand, his son likes to have fun too. Apparently, Hunter Biden likes to have fun too. Who consulted who about what? All I said was that XXX. Oh.
I might have maybe.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I have no idea what's going on, so I'm not going to even try to figure it out. Okay, I think I'm ready to probably end this live stream. And maybe watch a little TV, maybe eat some food. I could go for like maybe a frozen thing, maybe. Or we could eat that stew, we could eat that till tomorrow, you know. Okay. Well, anyway, we love you all. And we want you to know well, I wasn't trying to talk shit about Hunter. I was saying, from what I've heard around here, sounds like he likes to party. So, I guess I'm saying, Hunter Biden, if you still like to party and you want to come hang out with us, that's fine. If you're cool. Well, you should probably vet him first, you know, talk to him on video conference. Anyway, love you all. See you later. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese.